What's up, YouTube? This is BB32. Last night I got back from locals and won with the new Bubble Beat deck that I built for the September format. I'm really excited. I kind of was skeptical if heroes were gonna be still top tier with E-Call and duality going down, so their consistency got hit. So obviously not. It topped at locals. I faced off against Samurai, Lightsworn, Psychic, even mirror matchups, but this deck definitely put in work. My record was 3-1 when I got into the top 8. I faced off against one Samurai, which I lost. Another Samurai I won. I'm guessing it's like a Divine Neos E-Hero deck, I'm guessing. I beat that. And I faced off against a Fortune Lady Hero deck, which was very annoying because they ran friggin' Penguin Soldier, and everybody knows that card is friggin' annoying as hell. Then in top I faced off against, I'm guessing it was either Chaos Sworn or something, but I have no idea because this deck beat it out within 2 turns, so I barely got to see the deck. I faced off against the Psychics, which again just beat them out straight up, and again I had to face that Fortune Lady Hero deck again, but honestly I think the only reason I won was because we agreed just no siding for the entire game. So if he sided, I'm pretty sure he would have beat me, but we decided gentleman's game, why not, let's just make it interesting. So here is the deck profile. 1 Stratos. Why not? I mean, you'd be dumb not to run it. Triple Bubbles. Triple Alieus. Usual Bubble Beat setup for monsters. Except for this format, with the new set I added in Gawyn, which many of you know, if there is a normal monster on the field, normal light monster on the field, special summon in defense, so instant exceeds into blade armor, or if you have bubbles in hand, normal, special bubbles, instant shockmaster for that turn. He just puts in work. And the one tech I put in, Summoner Monks. Now that we have Esquiardo, he's definitely an option for heroes. Again, he special summons, you discard 1 magic, special summon another level 4 monster. So basically, with all the dead draws that you can see in heroes such as Gemini Spark, Superpoly, if you have 2 cards, say you have him and Superpoly in hand, you have nothing on field, you have no hand, because normally you would want to use that Superpoly to grab his monster, but now that Summoner Monk is in the deck, summon the Summoner Monk, activate effect, ditch the Superpoly, grab the Stratos if you haven't used it yet, grab the Bubbles, Shockmaster. This deck just focuses around either getting out of Shockmaster or just going OTK within a turn. Now for the magic, the usual search, double E-Call, rota, usual support of the Gemini Sparks. Again, I run 3 just to feed the Summoner Monk, and again, if I have an alias, why not pop something in +1. Double Superpoly. Again, like I was saying, either use it to steal a monster or feed my monk if it's dead. Triple Miracle Fusion. Why not? 2 Forbidden Lands. The way I run my deck is magic heavy. Just again, my entire focus is using that Summoner Monk to get off OTKs if possible. And again, not as dead a card if he has a monster, say it's like a Skill Drain deck or whatever. He has Barbaros out and he's trying to beat over my Shining. During battle phase, activate. He loses 800. He loses. Duality, again, why not either draw or feed monk. The usual staples, book, Monster Reborn, 2 MSTs, heavy, and dark hole. And for the traps, 2 Hero Blasts, 2 calls, which This card is so good with this deck. If you run a hero deck, you definitely want to run your calls just to use stratos over and over again. Even if you use the Zephyros build, I really do not see why you would not run the calls. Just to activate, grab your stratos, grab whatever, Zephyros' effect, return, set. You have to reuse it again if Stratos leaves the field to search again. It's just retarded. 2 torrential, 2 bottomless, and the Solemn Brigade. Just, you know, the usual traps for heroes and such. Now, for the extra deck, we have Nova Master, Gaia, Esquiardo. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name, but again, I'm so glad he came out because now I have something to deal with for Shien, for Insectors, for Dark World, and when they get out that normal monster to summon Grapha. Hey, superpoly, guess what? No Grapha this turn. Great Tornado. He's a very good card. I don't know why people try and dump on him. If your opponent's down to whatever life points, say it's within less than the thousands, and he has a Zen mains out on the field, special summon, activate effect, half the attack of all your monsters, attack for game. He's just that desperate card, but that you may need. So if you have a hero deck, I would definitely suggest running him. 2 Ab-Zero, of course. 2 Shining, 1 Blade Armor Ninja, 1 Main Stroke, 1 Utopia. I'm tempted to take him out for Kachikochi Dragon. I'm not really sure right now. I mean, he's a stall, the other guy's going into beat stick, but he's only able to do that if he attacks a monster. So, give me your suggestions on it. Should I use Utopia or should I get Kachikochi? Up to you guys. Excalibur, again, OTK build. You get him out, ditch out both materials, Miracle Fusion. It's just a huge engine. 1 Populoperative, flip that face down, face up, beat over it. Hopefully it's a low monster, hence why you can just go right in for 21. And 1 Dice Sigma. Only thing missing from my extra deck is the Shockmaster, which I am hoping next week to get off my friend. But again, this entire deck basically bases around either getting out that Shockmaster or going in for OTK if I feel I could get in there for game. The side deck is 1 Mirror Force. 9 times out of 10, this card will never be used, even if the ban list put it up to 2. No one's going to run 2. It's just too easy to draw into 2 Mirror Force. Oh, great. How the hell am I going to use both of those? And if you're playing up against Samurais, activate, negate. It's somewhat, I feel, that Mirror Force used to be the big staple. Nowadays, I really feel that it's become dead. Because 9 times out of 10, again, either it's going to get negated or your opponent's going to pop it just because it's the only card you set on the field. I just don't know if it's as good as it used to be. Graveyard removal for Dark Worlds, Fableds, Light Sworn, anything that runs with stuff in the grave, screw that. 2 Latent Prisoning Mirrors, again, any light decks I run against, Agents, Fableds, whatever other light decks there are. I don't want them getting those effects either in graveyard or activating on the field. On Starlight Road, back row protection, if I feel it's necessary. Extra MST for back row destruction. 2 Shadow Imprisoning for that, you know, annoying tour guide and sectors. I think it works against, yeah, it works against Dark Worlds. Why not? 2 Dust Tornadoes, again, back row removal. 1 Parallel Fusion for when I'm running the graveyard removal. I might as well, if it's necessary, I'm gonna need to bring back stuff that I need to get out of a big ass beater. Why not? And you guys probably saw this. The Mirror of Oaths. This card, now with Destiny draw up to 3, you're going to need Mirror of Oaths because people are going to be going for that Mally play a lot. Just to either synchro, to exceeds. So this card, its price is definitely going to go up. These are just commons, so yeah, right. But the supers and whatever other rarities there are, this card is definitely going to go up because, again, it'll stop the tour guide plays, it'll stop the Mally plays. Emergency teleport is back, so this is going to help definitely with those plays. Just as an instant special summon, activate, pop the card you just summoned, I +1. Well, I don't know why anybody wouldn't run this in their side deck, but again, it's up to you, but it's a definitely big suggestion. And that is the Buble deck. If you guys want a deck list profile, again, if you want me to write it up, if you want me to, if you guys can suggest any other cards that you feel could even speed up my deck even more or even improve it, that would be really awesome. And that's my deck profile.